And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to FortressCraft Evolved. I'm AxionEvolved, and last time we made our keep, and honestly, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it looks really cool. There are a couple things I touched up in between episodes. For starters, I added some flooring. I added some of this reinforced wood, kind of similar to what we have planned to do in the outer walls. So added that, threw in a few doors. Just, to make traversal easier. I'm not sure about as far as what I'm going to keep in here or where I'm going to keep it. We got these wood crates here. I don't know if I'm going to move these. I've got my garbage thief here. I might move that to, into a wall or something. I don't know. And I also went ahead, and for our defenses, I went ahead and I added these solar panels on all four corners. I don't think I completed that in the last episode, or at the end of the episode last time, so did that. But then I'm also, I'm reading your guys' comments, the people that comment, I'm reading them, and, the talk about how we're going to power this, right? So this is going to house our missile array, and we have a couple options, right? So I think I might have demonstrated that last time. I can throw some solar panels right here on the side, and those will get energy into the induction charger. Now, my only question is that, I could do what? 12? Is that enough, right? 22.5 times 12 comes out to whatever, 200, 300 something. So, I don't know how I'm going to do that. I may do that, or I was looking at something else. I have room down here for a Mark IV battery? Yeah, Mark IV battery, right? So, one thing I can do with that, you might notice I have a little hole that goes all the way down to our power layer. So, I might toy around with beaming power from a turbine or something up into that. And then you might also notice I've got these two lasers right here. And what I've done, what I think I'm going to do, right, I added in these three batteries right here. And from these three batteries, the rest of the batteries are all hooked up because generator and solar panel power enough isn't sufficient to really keep these powered on, these turrets firing in an extended kind of battle, right? So if I could get power coming up into here, and I can make this a 3x3 square, get 9 lasers shooting up here, no problem. Then I can also kind of feed some of that power into, I could put the exceptional organic lenses and really get some power going into supplement this array of lasers. So that's just kind of for point defense. It's not going to be really, ideally they're not firing that much, right? Because I'm going to have missiles here doing a bulk of the work, and they'll shoot out there and they'll kill stuff. And then the big towers we're going to have here with the wall of turrets there, that's all going to do most of the work, I hope, or at least clean it up, right? So that's kind of the plan for here. I'm not planning on doing missiles this episode. However, a big part, I have spent so much time in between episodes doing something so tedious, right? And that relates to these. I got rid of all the beacons and all the Falcors for the time being because I want to situate them better around the castle, right? So what I've been doing is I cleaned it all up. I made a bunch of stuff, right? So the plan is I'm going to have, I think, 20 beacons coming out of each cardinal direction that these enemies spawn, because I want plenty of room. I want them to pick up all the stuff for starters, but secondly, I want to replace the Falcors that were in the corners, right? So I think as it stands right now, I have about 6 Falcors per side, and I know that's not a lot, but the Falcors have such a big range that, and Falcors right here are going to be able to get beacons that are out there, no problem. And I'm not going to place beacons out so far that, two sets of Falcors can't get it. Because when we had Falcors right here, it was getting beacons from all four corners, even the ones way over there. So they've got plenty of range, and so I just want to get that going. So to get that capped off, right, I think, the typical way we're going to do these Falcors is just battery, 4 beacons, and then a solar panel on top. And we're going to do those in groups of 2 I'm not really going to measure anything out. You know, I'm not too... I thought about it at first, but I don't think it's that serious. So the first set, I think I'm going to place just kind of like right here in the middle. Because as of right now, we do get attacks that come all the way through here because we don't really have much defense up yet to push those kills out farther. So this will be the first one. And I'm only using the Mark 1 regular solar panels. I don't think they need more than that, and I think it will actually fill up. Like, this already has something. Look, that's already picked up something. So, easy day. Okay, so then we'll go out a little bit farther. Something else I've done. I've kind of started to expand out, you know, floors out here. Because I don't want bug parts slipping through the cracks if I can help it. It makes it easier. I just don't want to deal with it, right? So we'll do something like this. And again, these are all really just approximated. I'm not measuring anything. I don't really care that much because I just want to get them out, you know? Okay, so... Oh, wow, that actually went through... What was that, 16? And then maybe I'll throw one more just kind of like out here. What do you think? Something like that? I think that'll be fine, right? Because I've only got about 20 per side right now, so we can we always have the ability to make more and kind of pick stuff up, but I think that'll work for now. So let me throw these down in all the corners, and then we'll meet back up. All right, so we got these beacons placed, and you know, honestly, I'm a little concerned that they're not placed well enough. Not that they're not placed well enough, that there's not enough of them. So we'll kind of see how it runs. And, you know, if I see that there are kind of groups of items laying on the ground that we haven't picked up yet, then, you know, we can spot add more as we need to, right? So now, see, like, these are already picking up stuff. What do you got? Light Titan. Okay, so now we need to put down these Falcors and get all this stuff back into, I guess, into our keep, right? So, like, this setup is not going to stay here. I want this to be elsewhere, right? So I think I might need to, or want to, put it in a wall. Maybe, I don't know if there's enough room. I mean, I could split it between two walls and, you know, just kind of have access to it. The number one thing, though, right? I want the stingers. Is that what they're called? Pristine light stingers or something like that. Pristine stingers, right? I want these available over here because we are going to, inside the keep, we're going to have missile production. So as part of that missile production, we're going to have, you know, power. We're going to make plasma charged ones, I think, and then we're also going to make armor piercing, something like that. So let's figure out. Okay, the pristine parts don't spoil on the belts, right? So the only thing that's really time sensitive are all the ruined parts, because if the ruined parts exist on a belt for too long, they'll turn into spoiled organic remains. So what I can do, if I put, let me think here, I'm going to put some cryo hoppers right about there, right? And what I'm going to do, what I want to do is I'm going to have my Falcors, and I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to have these set up. I know if I'm only doing 6, right? If I'm doing something like, you know, I kind of want to put them on the diagonal. Just, oh, of course, I don't know, something like that. Just something really random like that, right? Oh, no, I don't actually want them picking anything up yet. But if I have them on the diagonal, right, they need to export into a hopper, right? So one thing I can do, maybe I'd do something like this, right? Hopper, hopper, hopper. Yeah, we'll do something like that, right? So it'll be like this, and then maybe you can go like that, and like that. And then I'll have one more hopper here. I don't know if this is a great design, guys. I'm just throwing stuff up here. So what I can do, the only thing I'm concerned about splitting off immediately would be the ruined parts. And then, so how do I have this set? It doesn't, everything except, okay, so the way I have it set up is I filter out everything first, and including the spoiled organic remains, and then the ruined parts get into there. So the thing about these cryo hoppers, they keep things cold, but they need power. So thinking about that now, I don't know if this is going to work. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. So what I'm thinking, though, for the spoiled organic remains, right? If I could transmit all of the items, all of the cryo items together immediately, then I don't need as many filters. But now that I'm actually looking at it, I think I do need all the filters. I think I just need to mirror this setup right here 4 times, and then after it's mirrored 4 times, I can transmit all of the ruined organic parts into one main hopper that would then I guess it would I'll transmit them all into one that'll process into the recombined organic matter. So let me just throw some stuff down here then, huh? 7, 8. Okay. So, and then we're going to need somewhere for the Falcors to attach to. So, actually, let me put you there and you here, right? So that would mean, essentially, they're going to do this. These 2 are going to house, let's see, 1, 2, 6. Oh, no, that's 5. We'll do one more. Whoops. Okay. And then they will, this will be the start, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So this will be the start of the filters on this side, at least. So now the question is, once I have these all done, right? Once I have these all filtered out, do I want them to all coalesce into a central, essentially kind of how I have these all going into 2,000 slot hoppers? Do I want them to go to a centralized bank of 2,000 slot hoppers somewhere? I think I do. You know, I need to pick up some of these parts anyway so I can set those filters. This is all, you know, I haven't really planned out how I want to do this, so this is all very kind of experimental. So we're you know, anything I might do today is not necessarily what I'm going to end up keeping. It'll be a work in progress, right? All right, so let's at least do this. So I don't think I have very many 500 slot hoppers that I could just, you know, temporarily store stuff in. Just boom, 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 whoop, boom, 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 boom. And then this one will be, oh, I need one for spoiled organic remains too. Right? Yeah, I do. So then you'll have that, but this one, where are my chilled hoppers? There we go, cryo hoppers. So this one will need power. For sure is going to need power. Okay, so then I'm going to put a couple pyrothermics right there. But then all it will need is just that. It should just need that. Like I said, we're experimenting. Okay, I know I have coal in here somewhere that I might be able to steal. In fact, maybe I could just come down right there, right? Or you know what? Let me look underground. So I do have some coal. So we can do something like this. Go up in there, in like that, and then we could literally just steal it from right there. And then just turn it. And then we got to see, once the cryo hopper gets to temperature, it takes a lot less power than it does to get to temperature. So I need to grab some of this. I just want one though. Can I just take one? So this will be coming in. Can't pick anything up because I have an inventory full of stuff. All right, so I need to put this all on a hotbar, so we'll put it on F2, I guess. Okay, so massive faceted eyes. So I want output that, and that will be everything but that. Output that, everything but that, right? Everything except, okay. So Q, QT, Q, QT, Q, QT. Okay. So if I put all the stuff that I actually have, right? T, 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 T. That should all just filter correctly. Essentially, nothing should get to the end. And then we'll pick up some of the other stuff, and you know, we'll see if it works out. All right, so nothing getting to the end. Perfect. All right, now what don't I have? Blue eyes I don't have. So are you something? Yes, you are. All right, so Q, Q, T. Okay, everything. Which way is it going? I swear I just saw something go in there. Pristine heavy chitin. Do I not have that set? This, that. Okay. And then this, I need to put some of that garbage on there, right? So this one will be spoiled organic remains. And then this one will be everything except that, right? And then is that how I did it over here? Yeah, I did spoiled, everything except spoiled. Okay. Now I need to be careful. How? Okay. All right. So it's got down to temperature. Okay. Perfect. So what we can do then, real quick, is I can just now I'm putting down 6, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now this one should start going, right? And then this I'll just throw in here preemptively. Actually, no, I need that, don't I? I need at least one. I'll just keep one on me. And I'll just throw the rest in there, no big deal. Now this, the spoiled organic remains, we could do something where we kind of create a pit of some sort that will attract slimes, and the slimes will fall and they'll make items, and then we use a combination of these cryo hoppers and this and that, and it'll set them all up. So okay, over here, since I've already got this stuff like going, I think I'm just gonna use this. I mean, we'll kind of create a better design once we have the time, but for now, I want to get this stuff up and running. So now, all right, so now we're at least taking we have 2 sets of Falcors, which is what, 12 Falcors we have going, and they're bringing it, I think they bring it back to wherever they came from, right? So that should be fine. See, like, this is something that's already spoiled, I think, or it's ruined. Yeah, ruined faceted eye. So if I go here and I throw in this ruined stuff, hopefully it makes it to the end. We can kind of watch, right? If it makes it over to here, we can see stuff get into it. Yeah, see? Look at that, ruined stuff, but some of the other stuff has spoiled before it got there. So that's kind of the issue you have to worry about, right? Okay, so we got those working. Now let's kind of mirror this setup. How many did this take? 1, 2... Okay, so it only took 16. Perfect. So let's set up something similar over here. And then, so the Falcors are going to come out, I guess. How did I do that? 3 sets of 3? Oh, but you know what? I kind of like the way I did it at the other one. So I did something like that, right? Something like that. And then something like that. And then this was 8. And yeah, that was fine. This one went over here. with 2 generators and a hopper that we're going to throw some coal into. In fact, let me throw the coal in there now. Part of the joys of having this setup that I did with the coal, because it's so easy to just throw it somewhere else, you know? So we just kind of come up here. Can I get in there? And just like that, we're letting that thing kind of spool down, or cool down, I'm sorry. And then now we just need to throw these filters on, right? So this way, this way. All right, and then we're gonna put the 500 slotters. Now, another option is I could just throw all this stuff underground and then use that to just send everything underground and sort it from there and bring it back up. And that might be something that I do later. You know, so I'll just have basically the line of Falcors, and whenever they drop onto their hoppers, it just sends it straight under this level and gets processed down below. But we got to worry about like the room and all that kind of stuff, like where we are within everything. So it's just something that we're gonna have to deal with. Okay, so can I set these? I can. Perfect. All right, so now we throw the Falcors down. And they're all immediately getting up to go places because these beacons have been picking some stuff up. So I don't know. I don't even know where these ones are going. See, so they're going to those beacons over there. I don't know how their targeting priorities are set. I have no idea. So we'll kind of see this. I mean, hopefully this works, right? I can kind of rotate these so I can see what goes in them. But I mean, that's nice. And then the only other thing is I want to figure out how to get these cryo hoppers transmitting all to 1. So now we'll just kind of watch the magic happen. Yeah, see, look, it's sorting right there. I don't know what that is. Oh, looks like it went to the right thing. Perfect, perfect. Are we getting anything in here yet? No. You know, another option is I could have the Falcors land and input into this one first. So that, oh wait, nope. I would have to, oh, it'd be hard because these only do one single item, right? So maybe the regular conveyor filters have a more generic filtering option, but unfortunately this is the way we have to do this one. So, all right, on to the next one. I love these Falcors. They look really cool. I really like the models. And now we have a kind of ugly, but we have Falcors everywhere, in every corner, and we have at least some beacons. I might throw some beacons in here just simply to clean up all this crap. I don't really want it in here, you know, and now I have to be doing, you know, like I have to pick all this stuff up by hand. And again, once the defenses get beefed up, the kill radius will get pushed farther out. See, you see some stuff dying out here. We have far more turrets in this area than we have anywhere else. So stuff's actually dying out here. And once the missiles get into play, those have a huge range. So it'll push the kill envelope out even farther, meaning we're eventually going to have to put more beacons out, you know, way out here. Maybe even up into here in order to kind of capture everything. And then that'll kind of cause the Falcors to stick to their area more. But one thing I like, this is all super easy to kind of expand, you know? Like I said, especially if I put this underground. Oh, we need to finish this one off. Especially if I put this underground and can have some way of making sure that the stuff here doesn't... Oh, am I in a room right here? Ugh. That's kind of what I was afraid of. Okay, we got this. We'll just do this. I'll just close this up. And we'll just draw it from out here. I'll just kind of come down right there. And bring it out this way. And we'll just close that back up. Boom. No one saw anything. Alright, there we go. So now that should be working. I hope there's nothing spoiled in there. I hope there's nothing spoiled in here. We already got some spoiled. But everything should be working now. Yeah, you see like little deaths like that, right? Those won't happen once the defenses are beefed up more, because once the missiles, I believe the missiles targeting priority has to do with, they prioritize things that they won't kill in, or that they'll kill in one shot, I think. No, I'm sorry. They won't waste themselves on something that they would kill in one shot, something like that. So that's where the lasers, you know, kind of pick up the slack. So the missiles kind of take down the chunks of health, and the lasers clean it up. So that's why these are so wide. Mark V batteries. We're going to have tons of turrets all over here. Just imagine, I don't know, 40 to 50 turrets per tower, maybe. Like I don't know if that's reasonable. I have no idea. So, but look at all these Falcors flying around everywhere. Love it. So I'm going to kind of monitor how this goes and determine whether or not, am I going to need more Falcors? Spoiler alert, probably. Am I going to need more beacons? Other spoiler alert, probably. So, well, I mean, we kind of held off this attack. That's kind of nice. I don't know why this isn't... Oh, does this not have sky clearance? Wow. Yeah, that's the thing about these two. The solar panels need like direct sky clearance, so that one's not doing anything. So what we can do real quick is just throw that on. So we're experimenting together, ladies and gentlemen. We're all learning here. If you didn't learn, then I'm sorry, but I learned today. I'm learning some stuff all the time, and your guys' suggestions really kind of help me figure things out, or help me think in ways that I wasn't thinking before. Are you going to initialize now? There we go. See, now it's got power. Now these beacons should pick up something. And the other thing is the beacons and the Falcors aren't too expensive. I think the beacons, if we go look, I think they're literally like a threat scanner and some other stuff maybe. Let's look real quick. Real quick. Yeah, so Falcor beacon, right? Threat scanner and iron gear. Iron gears are kind of, they're a thing. We're only making about 500 at a time, right? So threat scanners, so if we think about it, right? So I use 4 Falcor beacons, 1 Mark III battery, and 1 solar panel, right? So a Falcor beacon is just 1 threat scanner, which is, I think that's on here or no? Or is that on here? Yeah. Threat scanner, copper wire, and lightweight machine housing, right? So essentially it's 5 copper wire, 1 lightweight machine housing, and 25 iron gears to make 1 Falcor. So that's really not expensive, especially considering that we have all that stuff automated, Like I've got the copper wire right here, boom. Like lightweight machine housings, got them. Copper wire, got it, right? So I might go through and make a bunch more beacons just to get them out. And then I'm also going to kind of analyze how this setup works. And I might be doing a revision later. I'm not sure. I mean, at this point, it's working. It's functioning. And it looks like we're getting stuff. But I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the way it looks. But I kind of needed to get something set up so I can kind of evaluate how it's going to work for our setup. And then determine, like, how can I do this better? And one of the things we need to take into consideration is the fact that, under here especially, we've got rooms that we kind of have to contend with. Whereas over here, under the base on that side, we don't. So that gives us a little bit more flexibility on this side. But then on the other side, unless I put the missile making underground, which I might actually do, and just have them kind of trickle up through the towers independently. In fact, that might be an option, because then I could also get my excess fuel and run it underground, so we don't have to worry about putting holes in bases and stuff. So yeah, I think I'm kind of formulating this plan as we're talking about it, but that's for sure gonna be in the next episode, because I think I'm gonna cut this one here. Thank you guys so much for sticking it out this long. The amount of support we're getting, this channel's getting, is kind of blowing my mind. I didn't expect, to have as many subscribers, as many views as I have after only a couple months of really doing this. So thank you guys all so much for, sticking around long enough and finding these videos enjoyable enough to watch. Let me know what you guys think, or let me know how I could do this better. This is not set in stone, like I said. I would love feedback on this. I would love to know how I could do this more efficiently. So let me know that down below. If you haven't hit the like button, hit that. It really helps my videos get seen more. If you're new here, if you got this far and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Let you know when I put out new videos. I'm trying to be more regular about the videos, every 3 to 4 days. It's a little hard with what's going on in the world right now, but yeah, so with that, guys, thank you so much, and we'll catch you all in the next one.